There has been an update to the DoorDash case, but before I get into it, I must cover the original incident so that way you understand where her consequences came from. There is a woman on TikTok, and before I get into this particular video, I gotta go here. This is TikTok. Now this is this one right here. Her name is IRL Monster High Doll, but her original name is Olivia Henderson on IG, and I believe her actual name is Olivia Henderson. Now, on October the 12th, she received a DoorDash order. She's a DoorDash employee, okay? Independent contractor, right? And she was supposed to deliver some food to this man's house. And what happened next went viral on social media. Now, there is an update to this, but I'm going to post this video here shortly as the time of this recording, so that way everyone understands where her consequences came from. Because after this particular video, the original video, which she actually edited, I believe she posted the original video, then she pulled it down, edited it, and then put it back on the internet, so it seems like she was the victim. And afterwards, she posted other videos claiming that she was the victim. Now, some of these videos, let me go back to her TikTok. Some of her videos have been taken down. Now, these last two right here, and this one, I believe, no, this one I think is the original, 3.1 million views. But the original video where she actually went to this man's house, I believe she has taken down since then, okay? But in any case, this is the video in question that had everybody buzzing. Now, let me make this larger so you can see the caption. A man named Austin orders DoorDash, selects the option to have the order left at the door, sees his door dasher, me, has a female name, falls asleep on the couch. Okay, that she is insinuating because she was a female that he fell asleep on the couch in this manner on purpose, with his pants and underwear to his ankles, and in front of the door wide open, and it's 59 Fahrenheit, and it's 59 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is what I see when I have to leave the order. Now, I believe the original video shows the door slightly ajar. She walks into the door, and I guess her curiosity got the best of her. She opens the door and sees this man in a particular state, and then proceeds to say that she was assaulted, if you will, because of what she had to see when she left this man's order on the door. So I'm not going to talk any longer. Again, this is a video I want to save for posterity because I didn't cover it before. So I'm going to cover the incident now and then cover the consequences in another video shortly. So without further ado, this is on X Sagar Podual. I don't know his name, but I will leave a link to this video in the description box. It's 4 minutes and 32 seconds, and it covers all the videos that she posted referring to this man as an abuser, okay, of a sexual nature. Got it? Let's get into it. It's on X. Before I get into the reaction, fair use.
That's fucked up. Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why.
Now, DoorDash posted they posted a response to this, because what happened was they said that, while we stand with people that have been assaulted, what we cannot do is stand with somebody that invades someone's privacy, which is exactly what she did. All right. And so she wasn't fired because of some incident. She got fired because she invaded this man's privacy and then proceeded to weaponize it on TikTok. All right. Here's a quick showing of what they posted, DoorDash. Now, again, you can pause that and read it in its entirety. But basically what they said is what I just repeated to you. We let her go because she violated this man's property, and we'll investigate further into what happened to see if it's valid. Which, to fire her, it didn't take long for them to figure out what happened, because it went viral on social media and she called out DoorDash for it. Let's continue.
They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation providing you the reason why and a link to appeal. and they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why. So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working. I was literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while DoorDashing.
Now, again, where was the actual assault? You walked in on this man. I don't know how he fell asleep like that, but that's none of my business, and that's none of her business either. You walked in on this man, and he was on his couch in a particular state in his home. You opened the door, saw it, dropped the order on the door, walked away, and then claimed that you were sexually assaulted. So were you actually done wrong, or did you violate this man's privacy and then somehow weaponized it with your followers and social media for clicks? And you found out, right? You effed around and found out, you got fired, and now you're not only going to you not only accuse this man of something heinous, which he got backlash for, right? Because there's an article about that, what he faced after this video got released, but also the backlash that DoorDash faced because of how you painted them. Let's continue.
Just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills. 3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver.
A victim.
Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes.
And they're taking it down because they know what you're doing. For one, you doxed this guy, okay? For two, I mean, that's probably the biggest thing, right? On social media, you doxing somebody, you dox this man, and then once again try to claim that, oh, well, he did this and that to me. And then you also painted a multi-million-dollar company in a bad light that they did you wrong, okay? Of course you got your videos are getting banned. Of course you got fired from your job, and they're holding your money until they figure out what's going on. Yes, that's what they're going to do because they have to investigate. There's no more believe all women. Let's continue.
If I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eye.
By the way, let me make this a little bit bigger here. What happened to me while I was doing my job DoorDashing, I'm being punished as a victim by all sectors involved right now are in. The police, DoorDash, and TikTok are all punishing me, a victim. Yes, they're punishing you. Okay, got it. Let's continue.
Side of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied my appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time. And this is the only justice I'm getting because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. So, hey guys, it's been a minute, a whole 24 hours, I know. But I have an update as of October 16th, 2025. But first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the overwhelming.
Again, okay, so you said the police are doing nothing, DoorDash fired you, and TikTok keeps deleting your videos. And we're going to go back to the beginning of this video here in a second once she gets done. You open this man's door, and she cuts that part off the video and then reposts it, acts like the door, when she walks up, the door is wide open. She opened the door. At the very least, you could just, you saw the door open, you could just left on this. There's plenty of ways you could have handled this. besides assuming that this man was exposed on purpose just because he knew you were coming, a woman, right? But that's how she painted the narrative, and wondering why she's getting all this backlash. And again, in the video coming up soon, the consequences, in my opinion, were fitting.
Support and allyship that you've shown me. It's really making me feel so validated and seen and heard. And that's really helping me through this tough time. So I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate the outpouring of support. So the update is, last night I was made aware, a bunch of people started commenting on my pages, that DoorDash made a public statement about me on their TikTok story and on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time. I didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now. The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job before I did. Because I went and I checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements, and they sent me the deactivation email around the same time they released the public statements, like literally within the same hour. So they sent me my deactivation email explaining my reason for being deactivated a whole 24 hours after they deactivated me, and a whole 24 hours after I already submitted my appeal, and about 12 hours after they had already denied my appeal.
Well, you went public with this whole thing on TikTok, and then wondering why the consequences were so, I guess, what you didn't it weren't what you expected. You made a whole rant about this, that TikTok fired you and blah blah. I mean, they banned the other guy. I hope he got his account back actually, but I don't know. I mean, they probably had to ban him just for optics. But yeah, that was a executive decision, and then they had to figure out, well, what actually happened. I'm sure these people have their own team of lawyers and investigators, so they banned you because of what you did. And now again, you're blaming DoorDash and blaming the police and people that are not believing your story because you're talking about the allyship. So everybody that jumped out the window and said you had been assaulted, which was a bunch of people on TikTok after this happened, right? And so now you're like, well, I found out at the same time you guys did, and DoorDash posted their story, what happened, blah blah. Well, you didn't even give DoorDash a chance to figure out what's going on. So yeah, they made it public, as they should. Just the same way you made it public, the same way they did, right? And I'm pretty sure, again, with their legal team, they say, you know what, we're right to do this. That way everybody in the world can see our explanation, because everybody in the world saw your rant, right?
They finally sent me the email explaining why they fired me. So I and the rest of the world, we all found out why I lost my job together. That's the update.
Now again, if you watch this, if you look at the video, she's already dropped the food at the door, and then she backs up and shows the guy, right? But what happens is there's another part, and everybody says on social media, there's another part where she actually opens the door before she drops off the food. But she frames this the way, of course, with good editing and things like that, right? By the time you see the video, the food's on the ground, the door's already open, the guy's already exposed, right? So, and then she just quickly walks away. She shows it, quickly walks away, turns around. Oh, there he goes, zooms in, and then walks away, right?
That's fucked up.
And then after that, she gets to go on her rant about why she got
Hey
fired
guys,
and all that kind of stuff, right? I mean, it's foul. But you see what's going on here, right? But I'm going to come back here in a few minutes with the update to all this foolishness, all right? So with that being said, thank you for taking another episode of the Working Man Podcast. I am your host, Nicholas J. Fury. Let me know what you think about the DoorDash girl. And if you've already heard about the consequence, let me know it down in the comment section. If you haven't, stay tuned. But let me know what you think about this incident actually down in the comment section as well. And please, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell. We're out of the door. And remember, Miss Olivia, if you ever see this video, reality checks are free. See you next time.